Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a car registered GJ51MUC. It's a Lexus IS 200 SE automatic. The reason we do these videos, and this is a prime example actually, is very simple indeed. We basically want to see, want anyone that's looking at the cars in the advert, no matter what they are, to see them in operation, but more importantly, to pick up on any issues that might be on the vehicles. So in this case, this car has come into us. It is advertised very clearly as being sold for spares or repairs. The reason for that is it failed MOT. It's out of MOT now. It failed MOT on two things. One is very simple to attend to, which is basically that was up there at the time of the MOT. You just need to tick it off, so obviously just unclip it. The other is for an ABS light that's currently on the dashboard, so that is the fault on the car that we are aware of, and it's factored in to the price of the vehicle. So at £399, that's all this is. It is possibly the cheapest IS 200 anywhere in the country, but for this reason. In other ways, the car has not been started over the Christmas period. I decided not to advertise it during that period because I didn't want loads and loads of calls, for good reason, obviously, during Christmas. So it started absolutely instantly and settled to a very smooth, even idle. It's done 125,140 miles currently. Aside from the ABS light, the TRC traction, which I suppose is what's all related to, little light flashes. So those are the warning lights on the dashboard currently as we speak. Aside from that, there are no other warning lights on the vehicle at all. I'll do the temperature gauge when I'm up to full operating temperature, because I've started the car from stone cold to do the video. The engine, aside from that, very sweet sounding, pulls exactly as they, I mean, I've always loved these cars, but pulls exactly as they always did. It's got real luster to it. It's got a lovely straight six engine in the car, and it's very, very, very sweet indeed. Same goes for the gearbox. All the gear changes very smooth, no clunks, no thuds and engagement. All the gears between each gears thus far has changed. Put your foot down, kicks down sweetly, changes back up just as sweetly. Steering of the car tracks dead straight. There's no vibrations that are coming through the steering wheel that I can feel at the speed, or certainly any speed up to the legal limit, the speeds I'm allowed to drive at. But the steering feels very, very tight and sharp on the car. Doesn't feel any slack in it at all. Just feels, the car does actually feel incredibly solid on the road. It's doesn't feel like a car that's, you know, this age or mileage, which is a testament to the how well Lexus put their cars together. Chassis likewise, no nasty knocking noises coming from underneath. There's no rattles. It feels wonderfully tight on the road again. Really compliant suspension, very, very comfortable, but very keen to change direction. Really nicely set up. I'm driving a CT200 currently. This definitely rides better. The CT200 is a comfortable car, but like all modern cars on low profile tyres, you tend to feel the bumps more keenly. This one rides them absolutely beautifully, I have to say. But in essence, this video is more about kind of how the car feels whilst on the road, aside from the issues. But it said it drives as tight as a drum on the road. It really, really does. It's going to give the brakes a bit of a shove and make sure no one's behind me. But lovely, powerful brake pedal on the car. And there's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal. So all good in that respect. So coming inside the car, it is very, very dirty in here. It's not something we're going to be valeting. It's something that you can clean up and get very clean. There are marks inside. I'm not going to go around the whole thing here, but basically there's marks on the plastics here, on top of here. I mean, it isn't in good condition inside. I mean, it's no squeaks, no rattles, beautifully built as you'd expect from Lexus. I haven't pressed every single button on the car, and I know that the heated seat's working because it's on now, but the electric seat's taking me backwards and forwards fine. I'm just going to do that again. Yep, backrest angle, perfect. So all that's good on the car. Let me just swing around here a second. Oh, this engine is absolutely beautiful, I have to say. But yeah, just electric windows. It's got electric sunroof as well. It's got roof rails fitted. All the electric windows seem to be working absolutely fine. Cruise control working absolutely fine. So no, it seems that the vast majority of things that I've pressed have worked perfectly well. But I said that isn't a full check on, but that's just the important bits. But mechanically, I have to say, very, very solid indeed. It seems. It said driving the car, I can't find any issue with how it drives. Just the warning light, which does need to be attended to. So that's absolutely crystal clear. And as I said, inside and obviously the outside, you've got plenty of little blemishes, but it's a project for someone. And as I mentioned in the advert, the price truly reflects all of these issues, and is not in any way negotiable. So if it's something you're wanting to try and get for a cheaper price, I'm afraid this isn't the car to call on, because that is already very, very well priced. Any questions, obviously do give us a call.